Let's talk about Donald Trump and his agenda for immigration. You may have read the New York Times article, which outlined a very aggressive plan that the Trump team is working on. And that plan, guys, includes mass deportation of undocumented immigrants, getting them out of the country as quickly as possible without due process rights, without them being tied up in immigration court and appeals and all of that. No, sweep them up and get them out. Number two, his plan also calls for turning people back at the border, alleging that they have infectious diseases. Number three, he's also planning on getting rid of temporary protected status, TPS. He's also talking about ending birthright citizenship and deputizing local law enforcement so that they could put on the hat of like ICE agents and sweeping people up, arresting them. A lot of things, right? But here's the question: can he really accomplish these things? Now, during his first term, before he started his first term, remember, he also alleged a lot of these things. He wanted to end TPS. That didn't happen. He wanted to end birthright citizenship. That didn't happen. But yes, he was able to accomplish a lot of things. Of course, during his administration, they built the border wall. They had a lot of draconian immigration policies. They tied up people in the system for many years. They made the system even harder. Things were really, really, really tough during those 4 years for immigrants. And if he comes back, guys, which is a strong likelihood, if he comes back, yeah, things are going to get tough again, okay? But whether or not he will be able to accomplish all of these goals the second time around, we'll have to, I don't know. I don't think certain things will happen because some things will require Congress's intervention. And although the New York Times article, they talk about, or at least on MSN, they talk about the fact that Trump plans to use dollars from Pentagon dollars to accomplish some of these goals, like what he did with the border wall. Other things do require congressional intervention. It takes Congress to help him or the president to end birthright citizenship and some other things. So let's just don't be too fearful about all of this. Of course, if there is a way for you to do something about your immigration status, act now. As I've been saying as well, that now is a really great time for immigration, especially as we're for naturalization, as we're approaching the election season. Do what you've got to do now to free yourself from immigration. And the only way to free yourself from immigration, guys, is to become a U.S. citizen.